Hey guys, welcome back to Nature's Cadence Farm. Today we're going to be working on our 2005 Dodge Grand Caravan, and we're going to be changing out our camshaft position sensor. And what I've got is a no output voltage problem on here, and so let's go ahead and jump in and I'll show you what we're working with. And over here you'll see a 10mm head nut on a stud, and that's what holds the sensor down into the block. So I'm going to get down in there with a 10mm something, ratchet, wrench or something like that, and pop that out, and then I'll show you the new sensor when we go to put it in. This little 1/4" ratchet right here fit down in there just perfect. I've got the nut loosened up and backed off. Let's see if we can pull this thing out of here. I'm just grabbing it by the pigtail. It should have an O-ring holding it. Alright, took a little wiggling and jiggling, but we got the old one out, so there we go. Let's go get the new one and we'll slip it down in there. Got our new sensor, and it's got this little fiber washer on the tip, and that's how you set your depth into the engine. You just set it down all the way to where it stops, and then you can see the pigtail is the same as what I had, before. This is the old one. I like to check the parts to make sure they look, the same, so this isn't hanging way down further, where it's going to drag on the engine or something weird like that. So all this looks great. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this back in. There's a hole down in there I'm just feeding it into, and then the stud is what's going to hold it onto the engine. Let's see, does that look halfway right? It does. Okay, good. I'm just going to twist it around. There we go. So that the little fork part is interfacing with the stud that's coming out of there. I'm going to push that down in there now. Okay, that looks about to the same depth as the old one. I want to make sure we get this O-ring seated properly in there. So let's double check. I'll see if I can get a visual, because I can kind of see the edge of the hole right here. I'm just sighting down and making sure that I can see that O-ring go inside of the block. And it did. Oh, there it goes. It just popped right in there. Perfect. Okay. So I definitely have it in there now, because I saw it go in there. So now what I'm going to do is just tighten up this nut. And all I did was just snug it up. I didn't torque it to any spec or anything. Let's go ahead and plug this connector in and turn it over and see if we can get it to start. Alright, there we go. The little snapped in there, so that's perfect. Alright, I'm just going to kind of look and make sure I don't have anything laying on the belt, or anything weird going on to where it'll make any damage. So alright, let's go ahead and turn it over and see what happens. Alright guys, well there you go. Another fix on the 05 Grand Caravan. This one wasn't too bad. It took a little troubleshooting, but we got it, right? Hopefully you guys learned something. If you have any comments, just let me know below. I'd love to hear them. I'm going to put a link to all of the products used in this video down below in the description too. So check those out if you have any questions on what I had going on here. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Placing the camshaft